Hey guys, welcome back to Persona 5. It's time to dive deeper into the depths of Mementos. And along the way, I kind of want to talk about some stuff. A lot of stuff, actually. Kind of think of it, I probably should have not waited to the very end of the game to discuss these very key topics. But today we're going to talk about exactly what the crap is going on in this game and why the final chapter of it has us diving into the People's Palace. And god dang, do I even want to fight these guys? No, not really. But I'm gonna do so. And I'm also gonna try and discuss what the crud is actually going on here. Now I know it's pretty obvious that, yeah, having giant red tubes inside of your head is obviously not a good thing. Duh. But I think the game goes a little bit deeper than that. No crud, this could hurt. Nope, never mind. She went for a normal attack. Thank goodness. But let me just stress this right now. What the game is trying to convey is the deadly sin of sloth. And I don't think it takes a brain surgeon to figure out the whole game was talking about the 7 deadly sins. And sloth is the final one. How does that incorporate into the themes of the game and what the crap is going on inside the palace? Well, they actually did a very clever job of that, and I probably should have just not done that. Alright, whatever. One-shot kill should be enough, but sloth in this game's scenario is the sin of not acting, right? It's not like literally being lazy, but I guess you could attribute it to also being lazy, but in a sense, the deadly sin of sloth here is having something in this world such as these giant red tubes taking you over and not doing anything about it. Yeah. Hey, are you guys on that side? Really think you're gaining anything over there? Must be such idiots. Maybe you should be smarter about how you're living your life. I feel like we're pretty smart. Happiness is much more than simply gaining things. Let's be honest. I can't believe he's actually enjoying his life here. Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, but I guess he is. Some people, you know, they might not even admit it, but they would actually enjoy life like this. And that is what I believe at its core Persona 5 is trying to tell you. Now, this game is an allegory, and you can take many different things from its characters and plot, but specifically, this palace is trying to tell us about the deadly sin of sloth. Now, sloth, it's not just lack of moving and being lethargic. It can be just not wanting things to change, accepting things as they are, and just being okay with the status quo. And I think this is actually a commentary on Japanese culture. Now, keep in mind, I'm not Japanese. That should be very easy to ascertain, but at the same time, I do know, at least to some extent, something about their society and how they operate. And one major criticism you could have about this game is that, yeah, the People's Palace is in Tokyo and is shaped like a subway station. Okay, it's not like a subway station anymore, but what I like to imagine is that the entrance to Mementos is all around the world, and the exterior is shaped differently, but inside, yeah, where we are at its core, it's all gonna look like the same thing, which is heck. But back to what I was talking about. So, for the most part, in Japan, accepting things as they are is all too common. A lot of people have this just idea that the government can do no wrong, that they could never be corrupt, and we should just leave everything to the people in power, which is, well, not how things should go. I'm very biased because I live in a democratic nation, but at the same time, Japan is also a democratic nation, so you think, god dang, are we gonna kill these things? Thank you, god. Moloch has just way too much endurance. Back to what I was saying, god dang. I'm too entranced in my discussion. I almost died to them. That would have sucked, but at its core, I think P5 is trying to show us that moving forward, accepting change, is something as humans that we need to have the ability to do. And just sealing yourself away and pretending like everything's okay is pretty bad. Our standards, laws, rules, manners, common sense. Following those things is the only correct way of living. What's there to be confused about? Anyone who can't do that is just an outcast. All you really have to do is obey the rules. How pathetic. He should be more aware of his own situation. Yeah, so Sometimes in life, sure, we're not literally surrounded in a prison that we ourselves created as a populace, but there's definitely something to take from this scenario. And some kind of thing is earlier? Yes. Should be. For the most part, give it a try, Joker. Okay, I mean, I was gonna do it anyways. So yeah, we got more puzzles, but this one's a little bit different. Hey, the spot on the floor is already blue. That's just supposed to... Come on. The mechanism should still be the same as before, though. Should make them all blue and then end it. Yeah, so this one's still pretty stinking easy, I guess. I mean, puzzles are all relative, I guess. Your cognition will process it depending on your past experiences and the... Nah, just kidding. I play video games, man. I know how this works. But yeah, we're done. Pretty sure that's the last one we gotta do for right now, which I'm happy about, because commentating and doing those is actually not really hard. It's just it takes more effort out of my brain, I guess, when I could talk about more stuff. And in the long term, your struggles are transformed into nourishment. All you need to do is endure. No matter how much they beat or kick you, it's all in your own self-benefit in the end. Ooh, don't agree with that, but let's see what you think that. If anything, I should feel thankful. This is exactly what I deserve. It hurts hearing this. I had the same exact mindset in the past. I mean, but you changed though, on. I mean, it's okay to like have negative thoughts and stuff, but you can't just accept things as the way they are, right? Because if you have the willpower, everything can change, right?
Okay.
We've seen that firsthand with the main characters accepting the fact that, yeah, they do have shadows and there is things about themselves that they can change. Also, I got Melchizedek. He's an angel. Also, yeah, he's from Gnosticism. Read that if you want, I don't give a crap. But this is what is a giant difference between the villains and the protagonists. And God damn, you really saw me? What the... Stupid shadows interrupting my monologue. But
I can tell by your face.
yeah, few people really know about this because it's not really mentioned throughout the entire game like it was in past entries, but Persona is based entirely around Jungian principles, and this game is no different. Although it kind of waits till like the very end to show them off, it's still the same, and nope, I was wrong, we gotta do one more of these. God dang. Luckily this one's pretty darn easy too, but for the most part, everyone has a shadow, at least in Jungian's, psychological analysis. And that is inherently not a bad thing, because to have a psyche, to be a person, you need to possess a shadow. But if you reject the fact that your own psyche could have flaws, that's where your cognitive distortions can begin. And just like with Kamoshida, Madarame, Kaneshiro, right? Things can start to spiral downward. But our protagonists were different. They accepted their shadow, became one with it. What the crap? Yeah, it's a pretty big hole. It truly seems to go on ad infinitum. Where does it lead? I never expected there would be so much here. But the treasure's presence is getting stronger. We're going in the right direction for sure. Well, that's good, but yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get down there. You wanna help us out, maybe, Morgana? Get in. We don't have time to go on foot. Oh yeah. We're still in Mementos, so we can use the cat bus one more time, but yeah, the second floor of the depths. Well, I mean, there's a lot of floors, but you know what I mean. The scenery's changing. The distortion's getting deeper, so we're gonna see what happens when you escape but come back to Mementos.
What? You're...
Kamoshida!
No. Madarame.
Kanashiro's over here. Is President Okumura here too?
Father isn't around anymore.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. More importantly, look there.
Masayoshi Shido.
The hell's going on? These guys should have had a change of heart from their palaces disappearing.
Your bod's as great as always. Come on, come closer.
You creep!
I'm joking. I don't want any more trouble. I finally get to live without having to think for myself now.
I mistakenly thought myself to be talented. But now I think I'm a fool for wanting too much.
It's no wonder people who can't take a hint get yelled at. I'm done acting like a big shot. Who cares if I'm stupid? It's not like you get punished for being dumb. Nobody needs to strive to be more than they really are.
These people seem completely different than they were before.
I don't think it's because they had a change of heart, though.
Wait. Have they chosen a life of captivity after they lost their distorted desires?
Unfortunately, Okumura isn't here with us. Nothing can be done for the dead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. Thank you for the details. Now, if you don't mind, what in the world is this place?
It's supposedly called the Prison of Regression.
Regression?
More importantly, does this look like captivity to you? Why, it's the exact opposite. The utmost freedom is available to anyone who desires it here. This is the freedom to not make decisions. A release from having to think for yourself. It is far more marvelous than the country I wish to create.
Release from having to think? But that's...
However, there are some fools who cannot stay put in this place. In other words, they are escaped convicts. Of course, I'm talking about our past selves. Such people are segregated from this peaceful world and locked away in their own palace.
So those are the palace rulers.
I really gotta thank you for changing my heart. I got to come back here after all.
We sent him back here?
I don't understand. Just what have we been doing by using the cognitive world?
Get a hold of yourself, Inari!
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
Having the freedom to not make your own decisions only means that someone else is controlling you. Tell me, who is the ruler here? Who made all of this?
What an odd question to ask. It should be obvious. Every member of the general public. Haven't you learned anything in school? The collective ruler of a democratic country is its people.
Don't lie out of your ass like that! I mean, there was a guard here earlier. That means someone's gotta be looking out for you guys, right?
You may be right. We are the ones looking out upon everyone else.
No. So the ones who least want the prison to be tampered with are the prisoners themselves?
It don't matter what this guy's talking about. We're gonna erase all of Mementos anyways. Come on, let's keep going. Mona, the treasure's in the deepest part, right?
Mona? I do remember this place. I saw the humans in here, and realized I looked different than them for some reason. Right. That's when I started to think I wanted to turn into a human.
Is that why you thought you would regain your true form if we destroyed Mementos?
Sorry, I'm still missing a lot of my memories, but I know I started randomly checking a bunch of palaces. Then my next memory is about that bastard Kamoshida's. Yeah. I'm starting to remember more.
What are you doing here?
Guards again? And there are more of them this time!
Damn it. We got careless.
Let's run!
I've discovered some escaped inmates. Catch them at once!
Well, that's a plot twist if I've ever seen one. Just had to come piling out. Let's do this! Alright, yeah. So we have to take on 3 hordes of shadows all at the same time. And they don't even give you a chance to react. That's playing dirty, but in a sense, we were slightly doing something bad at the same time. I mean, we were stealing hearts and reforming society, making people fear the Phantom Thieves and acting as better people as a result, but in the grand scheme of things, All the villains, they escaped Mementos, but we sent them back. And now that they're gone, what's gonna happen? I don't know. But this is also like, I just realized, probably one of the only fights in the game. Oh my god, we're gonna die. No, we can do it. I'm pretty sure. God, what the? Alright, now we're gonna win, but yeah, this fight's looking dicey. How about that? Oh my god, alright. Definitely got a full heal, but for the most part, I like that. That's very interesting. I like in games when it's like you feel like you're doing the right thing, and then at the end it's like, oh wait, you weren't. Oh my god, everyone has a status effect. We're about to lose. Holy crap, please don't. Okay, you woke him up, but you're not woke him up. Well, that's really good. It's like I'm getting back at you, Aunt. But no, I want to talk about this more, but I gotta focus, so I already know what's coming up ahead, so I could charge and plan accordingly, but god damn, well, you're just getting the worst of everything. Alright. That burn probably has like one more turn on it, so if I just full heal again, we should be okay. But Mona does not have a lot of SP, which is very concerning. But yeah, you gotta fight like 3 shadow encounters back to back to back. I'm probably gonna stay in Mara, because I don't want to deal with that. Oh my god, alright. I could also concentrate and charge on our characters, because I know we're gonna fight more shadows. And god dang, Ryuji! Holy crap, he has been so helpful with that status recovery. Oh my god, but yeah. I don't like this guy. He's a jerk and wander. You're not joining my team. Man, you even got shoes on, dude. You don't even wear pants. Get the heck out of here. But yeah, we're just gonna charge. Hopefully, I pretty much have to. Okay, the burn's gone, but I pretty much have to full heal here. I should have used Diarahan. Well, no, An was missing HP too, so that's totally fine. And Ryuji. Okay, never mind. I just saw Morgana's HP bar. And son of a gun, this guy. Okay. 2 of us dodged it though, that's fine. I need to not use a spell, so I guess we'll just shoot him down, hope for a crit. Oh my god, we got it. Holy crap, dude, I love it. I don't actually know how much damage our gun's doing. Is it calculated? It's weird, not like Joker's gun or pretty much anybody else's. I like that though. I like the guns in this game. We're not dissecting the themes of the game using Jungian philosophy, psychology, yes. But this is a little more important, and we haven't heard the second verse ever. I'm sorry, I guess I'm too good at the video game. I'm like Persona's definitely like made me memorize enemy weaknesses though. Like when I first started playing these games, I was like, this is stupid. I should just know them offhand. But it's like, it's so strange. Once you kind of get in Atlas's head, you start like figuring them out. I ain't got time to exploit this guy's weaknesses. Oh my gosh, please don't full heal on. Okay, that's really good because we're gonna block. Joker's like, It's like when SpongeBob is getting punched by a bully in that one episode. Whatever. They're dead. Now he's got one more wave. And this is a new shadow. Chernaba. Okay, he's not totally new, but we haven't fought him in this state. They're still weak to fire, though. So that's cool with me. I think he's new. God damn, I fight this guy in so many games, I can't even remember anymore. Which is definitely, like, a bad part of me. Just shows I play too many Atlas games. But you know what? I love him, man. God damn. It's just so stinking amazing. Just... I could make a whole video just talking about how this last palace is just brilliant, and oh my god, we would have died, or at least Mona would have died. That stinks. It was the last time I called Morgana by his code name. I used to do that in palaces, just like, alright, Panthers. I gave up on that crap because it's way too hard to keep up with, but yeah, this is bad. Oh my god, we might not actually... Ryuji with the triple status? Oh my god. That's why he's our man, but should we focus down? Guess so. Okay, we got the... Alright, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess we can just baton pass into On now, because she still has the charge or the concentrate, but yeah, that is a pretty rough encounter. Pretty happy I didn't die. I probably should grind up, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it, man. I like the challenge, like always being on the verge of death. It's really fun, but well, yeah. I feel like I could really dedicate a whole video just talking about the final palace and why it's so amazing. Because when you really think about it, god dang. At least for me, for the whole game, I was thinking that just Mementos and palaces, they were completely different. But then you see the connection in the end, the fact that all the people eventually come here because the wear and tear of life, etc., and just how the villains... They may not have accepted their shadow, but they were still rebelling against this, in a sense. So were they all bad? Yes, very, very bad people. But at least they were not succumbing to life in prison, right? I think that's pretty cool. Also, I don't like goddamn Shadow Malak. Such a pain in the butt, but I think that's an interesting thing to take away from this palace. It's a shame people don't really like it because of the high encounter rate, but I understand that. Also, hi there. There's nothing I can do myself. Mostly social reform to someone else who has the power. If I'm not fit for that kind of stuff. Anyway, the world's gonna end soon, so who really cares? What? The world's going to end? What does he mean by that? It's more than just an offhand comment, right? I don't know. Let's hope so. Gosh. This isn't how it was supposed to be. It's all society's fault for not accepting me. Hard work only brings exhaustion. This life is such a waste. Yes. I wish everything would just end already. God. What the heck's he talking about? The end? This is BS! God dang it, who the heck's locking all these people? Well, it's gotta be the people, right? I mean, they wish this. I guess maybe at its core, maybe just everyone does have this nihilistic outlook on life. It's definitely apparent, and oh my god, you know what fight this is. Now's the best chance. God dang it, alright. We didn't get the ambush, son of a gun, but maybe people really do just want the world to end. Also, yeah, there's a lot of Melchizedek. I probably could just try and recruit one and end the fight, but you know what? Let's see how this goes, man. Bring it on. We can beat these guys. We got Morgana after all. Unfortunately, oh my god, he hit them all. Dang, nice. But yeah, unfortunately, our all-out attacks are not doing that much damage anymore, which sucks. That makes sense. I mean, they're still doing good damage. But yeah, now we get to see his move, God's Hand. Oh my god, non-Siegfried. This is so bad. I like it. It does colossal physical damage, though. Unfortunately, I don't like it when the... Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Please, 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 please. Holy crap, no. I do not want to re-record this episode, son of a gun. I said so much... Oh my god, we're so screwed. Please. That's good, but we are so dead. Oh my god. What do I do here? Oh my god. I could risk the Vorpal Blade, because the crit rate is high. Oh my gosh, we got it. Nice. Alright, I just saved my butt, I'm pretty sure. I could have done my Garula, but... this is kind of bad. I can't baton past a Morgana, son of a gun. Alright, we just gotta hope and pray that Ryuji is like Deathbound is enough. Come, okay, thank you! Oh my gosh. This is why recording these videos is sometimes hard, because it's always life and death. Oh my god, the gun attacks are doing nothing. Oh my god, this is so bad. Hopefully Morgana wakes up. I gotta full heal him. I don't think On could finish them off. They might resist fire. I don't actually remember. Crap. It might have been a good idea to heal Morgana too, but it's whatever. Oh my gosh, please just... I don't know what to do. Oh my god, we missed! Son of a gun. At least we can tank this, hopefully. Yes, okay. Forgot I was in Siegfried. I was like really worried there, but... Yeah! That was... Oh my god, we didn't hit it. Son of a gun! That's what happens in the depths of Mementos. The people's shadows are the most distorted. I guess. One thing I was also thinking about how, the country in which you play this game, right? The culture that you specifically belong to can greatly alter this game's, like, impact, right? So, like I was talking about before, Japanese society. People often believe that the people in position of power, they put the utmost faith in them to do their job and to succeed as either politicians, you know, public servants, etc. But here in Western society, we are constantly criticizing and just making sure that the people in power are the best that they can be, right? And that, I think, really does change what the game's core message is all about. And, oh, okay. This guy's gonna die. I like that, but, so, having a corrupt teacher that's, like, attacking people, the principal collaborating with government officials to figure out the Phantom Thieves, right? That's like, oh wow, the government's doing something bad? the people in power are trying to abuse that for self-benefit, it's like, alright, we've been over this a million times. It's nothing new, at least in Western media. But in Japan, and the developers of this game actually went on records to like talk about this, so I'm not pulling completely everything out of my butt. In Japanese society, more common than not, let's just use Godzilla as a example, and speaking of Godzilla, Futaba, probably a fan. Usually in Japanese fiction, the menace comes from outside of the country. It could be aliens, it could be giant monsters, or it could even be people attacking. And god dang, why are there so many shadows I can't avoid? It's so annoying. God dang, why there's so many shadows blocking my path. Yeah, I think that's interesting comparing the West and the East with this game specifically. Social reform? Not interested. That stuff's lame anyway. Do you think distractions more, please?
I do not comprehend.
What? Destruction is pleasing? She cannot be in her right mind. It's as though she wishes for the world to end. Yet again, I'm like a broken record, but cannot relate whatsoever. But that is one thing I think isn't necessarily a criticism. It's just depending on where you are, society might view rebellion a little differently. And oh god, we were not supposed to. Okay, this is a little annoying. So Ball's here. He resists wind attack. No, he actually fully drains. That's unfortunate. To my knowledge, he doesn't have an exploitable weakness, which is gonna make things. Okay, never mind. All right, I actually kind of want to get this guy on my team, so that works out perfectly. Get in there, Ryuji. Show that cup-wielding Canaanite god who's boss. Yo, join my team, bro. Are you human? You are. I'm gonna not join you. It's not time you'd want me to shoot. Yeah, shut up. Just get on my team. I'm tired of this stuff. I like your style. Oh wait. Oh, sweet, he joined us instantly. So, yeah, Ball, very powerful Emperor persona, and he'll be with us for all of time. Nice. I'm probably never gonna use him, but hey, at least he's interesting to have. He's definitely one of the stronger shadows that you can fight here, just because the fact he's level 75, and he has a severe wind-based attack that, frankly, I don't even want to see. So having Ryuji fight against him, a little scary, but, might as well check him out. We didn't get to see him too much in that fight. I really like his headdress. Pretty much everything about this guy is pretty darn cool. And he gets Panta Arai. I really think I'm saying that wrong, but whatever. The chief Semitic god who governs over fertility. He's the god of Canaan, and brother and consort to the goddess Anat, who saved him from Mont. Yeah, so he has a connection to Makoto in a sense, given that, well, that's her persona. But for the most part, yeah, doing society a favor, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. Are you guys escaped convicts? Maybe you should stop trying so hard to get out. I heard there were some others who escaped this place, but they found their way back recently. Wouldn't it be better if people just live with the hand they'd been dealt? How hilarious. She talking about Kamoshida and the others? I don't know how to put this, but I think these people are more human than the ones in reality. Yeah, not really sure what you're talking about there, Ryuji, but one thing Ryuji was really adamant at the beginning of the game, which I also like to talk about, is the idea that these rotten adults have the power to just pretty much decide where you belong in life. And this was a Jungian principle, or not really a Jungian principle. In fact, he was very opposed to the idea. The term Tabula rasa, and the outside world, I can see it all online. It'd be a pain to actually go anywhere. Besides, it's gonna be happening soon. What? So he just wants to see the world from online, huh? I don't know how that might feel, but it gets old after a while. I can speak from experience. Besides that, what's happening soon? I don't know, Christmas shopping, but I guess that's just another example on the prisoners of Mementos. Aren't too different from our protagonist used to think, but for the most part, yeah, back to Tabula rasa. This is the belief that all humans are born a blank slate, that your subconsciousness doesn't have any really discernible factors to it, and the path you walk in life shapes who you are, which isn't entirely wrong, but Carl Jung definitely did not agree with this type of mentality, because he was a firm believer in the 16 archetypes, and that's what he based more or less his entire just study on, right? Now, for the most part, Tabula Rasa is glorified inside of Mementos. Being as you are, regressing. Even, yeah, literally they called it the prison of regression, right? And regression, at its definition, is becoming less, you know, the opposite of progress. Trying to return to a former state of development. That is inherently wrong. As people, as cognitive beings, we should continue to strive and become better. Because if we don't, I mean, what's the point in even living, you know? If you don't want to achieve everything in life you can. Personally, that's what I strive to do. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes I fail, but you gotta do it. There's no way we can change the world. Everyone agrees, so why don't you guys come join us? The world's gonna end soon anyway. You might as well. That's a very nihilistic outlook on life, and when do these people begin to think this prison is comfortable? I guess it just happens over time if you don't really think things can change, you know? There's no surprises left for you in life. I guess it could be easy, which, funny enough, actually ties into another thing I want to talk about. Have you ever thought how it's odd you can't ever surprise yourself? Like, no matter what, you can, and oh sweet, safe room. Well, how about that? That's a surprise, but really think about it.
Looks like this place is safe.
No matter what you do, you can never surprise yourself. Because as a cognitive being, you know. Also, crap. Does this place look safe? I don't... It looks pretty deadly, but yeah, we got a pretty tough fight coming up soon. So I'm gonna save real quick. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Locke who came to that conclusion. There's even a reference in this game. The last surprise.
What the hell?
Kinda like that. And dude, that one looks pretty freaking strong. Wait, there's something behind it. Could it be protecting that? There's something shiny back there. What could it be? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Strange.
Either way, if it is worth being protected, it should be safe to assume that it's of value to us. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. What do you think, Joker? So we defeat it and take whatever it's protected. Yeah, why not? That's kind of our job. Let's go. You must be outsiders I've heard so much about. I've been waiting for you. Well, sorry to keep you waiting, buddy, but we had a lot to discuss. AKA explain like a third grader.
You're shameless. How dare you give me that lip? You've intruding this far into here. No matter. Your futile struggles will change absolutely nothing. Now it's time you go back to your cells and get chained down.
Hey man, I saved the chains for Sunday night. Also, yeah, it's Abaddon. Abaddon? I say, he's a giant green jelly monster! Woo! The Abyssal King of Avarice has a lot of HP, and he looks like a scary monkey. But, yeah. He absorbs all physical attacks, bullets, and punching. So don't do... Could you just think about that in, like, a literal sense? You just walked up to somebody, punched them, and your fist healed them. Also, hey, join my... It's not gonna do that.
There's nothing to say that'll make me...
Some snot-nosed brat. Yeah, let's just all out attack him. But he is weak to nuclear damage. I kind of wish he wasn't, because if not, this would be a pretty cool boss fight, because his physical attacks hurt. This might kill us. Oh my god, I just realized. Oh man. Yeah, I did not debilitate him. I was supposed to. Okay, so that was rough. Let's get the Tarunda from on. That'd be pretty nice, but not having Ryuji being able to attack here does sort of suck, but that's why we got Mataru Kaja. It would be smart to bring Makoto in here, but I've already used Makoto way too many times in this goddamn game. So, yeah, it's just Tarunda. I really do want to concentrate and just, like, one-shot him, but we're getting a little low here, so we just barely have enough for another one after this. So I'm going to concentrate up, and then we can hit him with a supercharged Mafreydon, and then we should be fine. Like, you don't know he's weak to that. I'm sure this fight could be super hard in Megaton. Yeah, actually did a ton despite the Tarunda. That's disheartening, but it's not gonna. I'm not gonna heal. Let's just go for the Garudon. No reason to. He's almost finished. He's at half, actually. Crap, that's not good. Let's hope Ryuji can do something. Oh my god, we don't have enough. We don't have enough SP for another Mafreydon. Oh my god, we screwed up. Wait, now I have the SP adhesive. We're fine. Never mind. That's good. So, Abaddon. It's been real, but we missed. So... God dang. Alright. Good thing we have Final Guard. Oh my god. That would have been really bad. I mean, I just saved. I missed like, what, two seconds? But yeah, Abaddon. I don't know what the significance of him being here is. Actually, I do. He's supposed to be the angel of the pit. Or whatever. And I guess that makes sense, given that we're in Mementos, and it's a giant pit. Yeah, I'm done speculating on symbolism for today. My brain hurted it, but no, really, I just want to get your mind kind of thinking about what this game's really trying to tell us. It's a lot of different things. For some reason, I saved it for the last palace. I don't really know, but yeah, we got the vermilion disc.
By the way,
Which totally wasn't that color, and what do you think this could be for? I don't know. Who knows? Probably come in handy though. I mean, strongest crap Shadow was guarding it. Yeah, that's usually a good sign, and he was also guarding these dudes. Kind of. I don't think they really need guarding. Seem pretty defeated. Working hard to accomplish your dreams is something only an idiot would do. Here any wish can become reality. Isn't that all anyone wants out of life? I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. My dreams can't be accomplished sitting down in some cell. Just throwing that out there, but I guess that's what you think when you're completely devoid of hope. Also, hi there, resigned middle-aged. It looks like reclined.
Hey, you guys better be careful. We're not the only ones here. I've heard there's a place reserved for the most terribly evil people of them all.
What are you talking about? You think that could be the quarantine cell we heard about? I wonder who's inside of there. Well, I guess whoever the palace ruler thinks would be in there. Crap, we're really running out of SP recovery items. Huh. I guess I'll have to use my last carrot on the main character. I don't really want to. God dang it. Alright, it'll be fine. We're getting close to finishing up this palace, but just a little bit more. But that begs the question, what's inside the quarantine cell?
Let's take 5.
Who would the people think is the most evil? I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually, as that is our new goal. On top of trying to steal the people's hearts. There's even a sofa inside of Mementos, but that is all the time I have for today. I apologize if I sounded really preachy. I just kind of wanted you guys to like really think about what this game is trying to say. Not only as like an allegory for society and how it can reform, but just as a story, you know? I don't know. I was simultaneously trying to like beat up Shadow, so I'm sure there's a lot of different things and key points I was missing, but definitely keep your mind on that question. Why can't we surprise ourselves as people? If anything, that's the major thing I wanted to talk about here, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Our journey is almost at its end. We're not done yet. We were almost at the bottom of Mementos. Just a little bit more. But thanks again, guys. And see you next time with more Persona 5. Bye.